What time did you get started then? 7. Will be more in? Yeah. Is that the light board? Yeah. That's your right. Yeah. Hey mate, how are you?
Good evening, folks. I do apologise, we've been sat here talking to ourselves for a little while there. We've been on mute. So, quick intro, Jamie Latham and Tony Latham in the comms box. Say hello, doggy.
Hello there, folks. Am I still muted or am I working?
No, you're working now.
Okay,
Yeah, just let us know you can hear us, folks.
You can hear me, oh dear.
No, there were 18 watching when I last looked. So yeah, I think Neil's missed a bit of a trick there, really cutting that ball back. I think yellows were definitely the balls. There was definitely a finish on, and I think he should have just bowled the one into middle bag.
Middle bag all day long. I have to go middle bag because I can't see any further.
Cheers, Pidge. Turn it down then, Pidge, if you don't like it, marmite. Evening, Ant. How do? Yeah, I think yellows are always the balls because of that red on the top rail. Reds are going to find it difficult to get back into this frame if they do come to the table, but Shaun's more than capable of knocking these in. Just hold the cue ball here and then play the one to middle pocket. Oh, he's muffed it.
Trying to hold possession, won't he, I think. Too much.
Right then, Neil, what do you do with this little mess? Certainly wouldn't be going crazy for a finish. There's a potential value in knocking the red, towards the pocket and kissing the black, so the black goes in between those two reds that are close to the side rail. Just block any access to it.
You play red off top rail, off top onto the yellow, and then perhaps free the bag.
That ain't so.
I don't think so.
Definitely not. I think he's tried to free the bag though there.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
I thought you meant double the black
no,
on the top rail.
I thought you were going off the rail and onto the yellow and then so you freed the bag like.
Evening, Tonky. The top player in the Tuesday stats, who doesn't play for Plaza Travellers, Mr. A. Castle in the building. Well, not in the building, in the chat.
Oh, that one's out.
Very tentative first frame considering how they broke. They were delightful. Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look at what the odds were for these guys. You mentioned it in the card, didn't you?
Yeah. And if you got the odds for the overall competition, who's favourites?
Yeah, got them all. So I think Cat 4 is what we're watching tonight. Evening, Jace. Did you get back in time then, mate? So yeah, Cat 4 odds. We've got Dom Llewellyn and Josh Roberts at 6-1. This is before it started. Alex Batchel was 7-1. Obviously, he played Aid Thursfield the other night. Shaun's 10-1 in this Cat 4, and I think that's it's quite a high value sort of thing. I think he should be much closer to the top. In fact, I suggested he might have been not looked out of place in Cat 3, to be honest.
But they don't seem to know him because I just said to Neil still don't know who he is. Obviously, in the Wednesday League, don't we, with the 45?
Yeah, perhaps he doesn't play in the Afford League, does he? I
don't think so, because Neil wasn't aware who he was, and I was saying he's quite a good potter.
But yeah, Shaun plays for the 45 club. Shout out to the 45 club lads, those who are watching. And yeah, he's a decent player, Shaun is. Like I say, he helps us out with Super League. He only played a couple of 3 times this season, kind of thing. But he's
not sure about that shot. He's Lafiala's favourites again now with that. Yeah, he's done a lot of turn shot there, but I think it's been ambitious.
I'm still looking at them odds. So yeah, odds-wise, Shaun Allcock 7-4, Neil Jones 4-5 on this one. So Shaun's a favourite. Ant's saying 11-9 to Shaun. Yeah, I wouldn't say we're too far off. Yeah, and like I say, Neil has helped us out in the Wednesday League occasionally.
Wow. Yeah. Very tentative start, isn't it? I think it's about who gets a good start. Could be massive, couldn't it, at the end? Because it's going to be close, I think.
Neither of them have got going just yet. There's plenty of time though yet. From voice of experience. First couple of frames are all about just trying to get your arm going.
I think Neil's more tactical wise, isn't he? I think he's probably the better. What I've seen of Shaun, he likes going for him, doesn't he? More pot wise.
Cheers, Jace. Yeah, we were in with our dog last night, mate. I was genuinely ready, gaffer tape his mouth up. I am joking, by the way.
That was the amazing one where that XL bullies, but he savaged a baby and killed a baby. You know, why would you have a dog like that in a house with a baby? You just, I don't know. Well, you're playing fireworks for that, by the way. But it's either way. I just wouldn't have around a baby. I really wouldn't.
No. That was brave. That black was always going close there. I tell you what, though, mate, he's left this awkward.
Yeah, he's got that. Yeah, he got plant onto it probably, and he's going to run down the road.
How Shaun's playing. Well, you can't play the double there, can you? I was going to say he might see value in playing the double and getting the white safe. I think, like I say, if you do play the plant and you miss it, you are leaving. You're probably leaving half a shot for Neil, aren't you?
Man, if you doubled the top bag, and you could bring the white back up behind the right to the top rail here.
He's got to watch his time here, mate. I know he's asked for if it's touching. Yeah, he's got to. I know he's playing the snooker. Yeah, I think that was always your bailout shot. Like I say, it's 45 seconds shot clock in play, folks. So yeah, it does rush you a little bit at times. Good effort. Good effort. The only problem he's got is he's left it on the top rail. Shaun's got practically a free go here, really, at him. I don't know whether he needs to go. He might just dolly the middle yellow in the centre of the table down to the corner pocket, snooker him again. Frames one. Going. Shaun does prefer to go. Like I say, speaking of Shaun earlier on, I think Ryan Cope asked me the other day, who do I reckon wins this match? And giving it a little bit of thought, I think genuinely, if both of them play absolute A game, the best they can possibly play, then Shaun would win. But if they play B game and they struggle a little bit and they're not playing to the absolute best of their ability, Neil wins. So it's a really tough one call.
I think Neil was saying his last couple of games he's played in, he's got off to a bad start and gone 3-1 down, and sort of it's been a catch up. So I think it's Shaun can get a decent start. I think it's going to be difficult for Neil to come back. But then again, I said there's not much between them, I don't think, on paper. You see, Gaz Potts is the world champion again, isn't China? Is it again?
Yeah, so it's well, I saw his little celebration with the trophy. I didn't actually show you him potting the balls.
You know, while the Bentley lads from playing at the Winchester Bentley using ashtray as a little groove for a rubbish queue along. Yeah.
Different game altogether, that was.
Back in the day, though. Yeah.
Don't think I'm up, Ant. Well, I know the missus is working Sunday, but she said she's picked an extra shift up. I'm not sure whether that means she's got a full day or half a day. So, bide me time before I ask the question. Make sure I ask at the right point. Then you've got a chance.
How often does this happen from a break? You pot like the ball, and red's a easy pot, and there's not an easy pot, and yellow's the one you want.
Obviously didn't fancy either set there. He looks proper wedged in there, doesn't he? Is he touching ball? Has he got to nominate?
Double to yellow, aren't you, probably, I think, if he...
No, he's touching ball. Yeah. Oh, that looked dodgy. That looked dodgy. Sorry, pressed the wrong button.
Oh.
Can't be touching again, surely. Timekeeper will have your work cut out tonight if he's checking with touching balls every second. Yeah, it's just not a very nice frame, is it? So considering how nicely the ball's opened again. I'd like to think that both of them have got an extra gear to go to. They haven't put the score on either, have they?
No, that's not good. We know it's 1-0. It's a Shaun. Well, I think they're even split now, Reds and Yellows. I think Yellow's probably just the better, are they, would you say? They have 2 Reds at the bottom.
Ball at the top, if that passes to a pocket, I think Yellow's are... Yellow's probably all better. Yeah, it doesn't pass to the right pocket, does it?
No, so you're dead Yellow on the rail, aren't you? So just get on the ball and get going.
Words of wisdom there from Blind Dog.
I must admit, since these rules have come out, because obviously I like me snookers, as I find I like go for them, and if I've got 4 or 5 balls, I worry about it after. And when they say you see on these ultimate pool where it's always favourite now, he's got 7 balls left on, I'd be mortified. Not with only 1 visit, I want the ball in hand and 2 shots.
He's left a nice plant here.
Yeah, that's
I'll tell you
best.
What, 5 or 6 frames into the match, Shaun knocks these in. Knocks the finish in from here. Whether he will this early on.
Clean that Yellow as well to go on to it.
If he does get these, though, he's settled. He'll be in the groove. Very much a kind of a confidence player, I think, Shaun. I think he's his own worst enemy at times if things don't quite go his way. Doesn't forget about things as easily as he'd like to, kind of thing. To a nice natural cue action, though. Something we know nothing about.
Don't know, you're not so bad, aren't we? I struggle a bit. I'm like a wonky
natural, mate.
I'm very unnatural, yeah.
Exactly.
If in doubt, give him a clout is my motto.
All them years I thought you were doing it right.
Yeah. Then you realised. It's got to the stage of me now, I don't even have to hold my hand up, apologise for a flick, because people go, Tony, doggy. Yeah, I just expect it.
You do expect it. Might have left a little bit too much angle there to hold as nicely as it would. No,
I think he's alright, isn't he? Yeah.
To hold quite as nicely as he would have liked, but no, delightful. Where's the black going though? I think we'll have to go to middle here, aren't we? Screw back for middle bag.
Yeah, at that angle I would say, yeah. Just take it in.
Stun it down for middle bag. There you go. Lovely. Two 2-0 for Shaun. As I said, as soon as that plant was on, I thought they were gone. Neil could do with a nice big break here, leaving absolute mezzers in an ideal world. Get himself going, and then I think we'll have a decent game on our hands. There's a back of his head smiling at me.
Yeah, he has got to look like
He's got ice in the mouth. Oh, God.
The Razor Ruddock look. Was a white going? Yeah.
I think it was in off without the kick, to be honest. Not what you want to see. Saying that, they've gone messy. They have gone messy. I think these are the sort of frames that are difficult because you've only got that 45 seconds. You've got no extension. You've got to try and work out what you're doing with these. I still don't even know which colour set I want.
I'd have probably preferred red just about.
No, them two on the bottom right. Yeah. We're going to end up being a killer for red, especially if you clear that top left off first. You're just leaving yellow sitters, aren't you?
Either way, you have to get a bit of a split or something, don't you, to disturb that one.
I think he's tried to do it first shot, hasn't he? But he's not managed to get the red out of the way.
You do it off this, can't you now, I think?
Yeah, I think this is the shot. You've got to be really careful with these though, because it's so easy to hit the left-hand side of the red and find yourself in off. He's obviously aimed at the centre of the red there.
I think they dig into
personally, I'm aiming for the bottom of the red here.
That's all right.
It's played a nice shot. They're very well controlled. Must have picked the angle out really nicely for that. Didn't look like he had to do anything with the white actually after he, as he hit it. So could be 3-zip. This could, mate.
Yeah, it's not the start Neil wanted, like he was saying. He really was due to get a good start. It hasn't happened again.
Yeah, I must say as well, speaking to them both before the, before the match kind of thing, Neil seemed, pretty comfortable. And Shaun was having a knock himself, and like he'd missed a couple of balls, sort of thing. As I was watching him knocking out, that didn't really mean anything, but you would have thought, based on how comfortable they both looked, I would have fancied Neil to settle pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That almost popped up, didn't it?
Only just.
He was nice and relaxed, strutting around the club with his Perrier water in his hand, the national treasure.
Vodka, that is.
That is careless. I tell you what, even worse, if he does miss this, he's opening them reds up as well. He'll probably get it, but
yeah,
I was going to say, careless to leave yourself that, especially opening the reds up if it hadn't have gone. It's one of the sort of frames that Shaun had been kicking himself for. Had he have lost it, of course. And I put his score on again. What's that, 3-0 Shaun, is it?
3-0 now, yeah. Can we have 10 a fine for me Benidorm fund for every time we forget to put it on? Back to Benidorm in March for Paddy's Day and the Cheltenham Festival for 2 weeks. Ooh.
Another one of them, isn't he? He's got a ball and not really got a shot.
Yeah, they haven't had a nice break yet where they've actually broke with an easy ball for start, have they? They've all been
first one.
Yeah, probably first one, yeah.
Careless. A little bit careless, that.
Yellow's he has
tried to keep the whites safe, but like you say, Yellow's always got to do is pop this in, hold the white where it is, pop the next one to middle, next one to the right middle, and you're in business. There's no with that ball over the bag at the bottom right corner of the table as well. There's no difficulty in the transition shot from top to bottom, which is always the shot that can go wrong.
These are the frames that if you do mess up when they're straightforward, it really hurts you. Really. And he needs this now to get back in. He's under pressure already, isn't he? So he really needs it.
Is he dead straight on that? He looks all right. You want to be straight. He's got a slight angle, hasn't he? Oh,
some confidence.
He's had to pump it. Again, this is where you really need to be on that bottom ball first. I think he should be in hole for that, shouldn't he? Yeah, he's played that really nice. Make sure you take care with this, Neil. You've got to really pick your spot on these. Don't want a difficult black or not be able to get on the black. He's played that absolutely perfect. I was just going to say use that red as a marker.
Yeah, I think he's going to be on the board here.
That's it. Gotta make sure that he knows you're still there. So this will be Neil's break, I believe. The Perrier Prince.
I personally think the time keeper should rack them up for him. What do you reckon?
Bad enough having to sit there timing, mate.
That's what I mean, break the monotony of. You rack the ball
Dave
as well.
Steele doing the timing tonight as well. It was very nice of him. It's weird actually. Some people really don't like being in the comms box. Some people really don't like timing. So it's nice that everybody mucks in, to be honest, and make sure there's somebody on here for the people watching. And obviously, make sure that there's a timer, because you want the same conditions for everybody, don't you, all the way through.
Well, they usually look a bit better. They've got
They've
in the ball.
again,
But then again, you've got the yellows, hasn't it? I suppose. You think?
Yeah. See, the way I'm looking at this now, reds do actually go, but yellows don't. So. I'm really
thinking that
reds,
one at the bottom, there, bottom right hand.
I think I'm playing the middle one for
top right hand.
Does it look a bit straight? It's not straight enough. I was going to say play the middle first, then double the other one back to the middle, the opposite middle. But he's going yellows again. This is the sort of layout that can lure you into a full sense of security, because you think to yourself, "Oh, I've got that yellow up there, stopping that red from passing." Or certainly, a lot of players would look at it and think, "Yeah, I'll have yellows because that yellow's there," and not actually helping you. You can't pot it. The red does actually go. You've got nothing to split it with, so you definitely don't want to be, going all out for the finish.
That's that yellow at the bottom, isn't it?
And all you're doing is potting more and more of your balls, and eventually, when you've got one or two balls left, it's just easier for your opponent in these rules. Quite nice. So, do you know what? He might be able to. Just drop this in and then drop this into the right middle, and then pump the yellow in to the left middle and go into his bad ball here. He's got to find some way of opening it up.
Does it go? Have you got the overhead on it? Does it go comfortable?
Yeah, it flies in there. I think. Yeah.
Well, it looks like it gets round off the bottom rail as well. That goes anyway, doesn't it? Past that red, if you can get round.
Oh, he has. He's gone for it now. Right then, okay. All that chance was coming out with about not being able to get on that one. Cameras deceived me.
So all off this one now, where the white lands, mate.
No, it's got a natural way round. Just tap it through. Hey, it's better out than in.
Good job he didn't go in.
It's better out than in. Let's have some predictions then, guys. What do we think the score's going to be? I know we've had Anthony says 11-9 for Shaun. I'll say I do fancy Shaun winning, but like I say, Neil is a real pest on the pool table. He's he has really got a good shout. You can't be looking at that red into the middle pocket, the one closest to the rail, can he? Surely. Yeah, he's got to be playing the double. What do you think, Dog? Double now?
Yeah, probably. I think. You can't have over it. It will probably cut into middle though if you get behind it. Get out, of course it will. Fly in that will.
Like that.
You wouldn't do it now, but I think if you get down the table, it definitely roll. You could roll it in.
I think the clock's got him there, mate. Wiggle, wiggle. Right. Neil's really got to play a shot here.
Yeah, because to get on that last ball would be difficult.
Do you know what? I'm semi-tempted to thunder it in and screw straight back into the bottom rail. Check it off the left-hand rail and back up to the top of the table. But look at the angle he's got. I can't see another shot for him to get on it, to be honest. Can't even see a way of him taking his medicine. Oh, it must go middle. Ooh, yes.
Great shot.
Spot that one.
It's hard, isn't it? You can't. You need the overhead, don't you? You need a screen with the overhead on. You can see the watch, but you can't tell, can you?
Do you know what, mate? I watched my game against Andy Sheldon back, and there were a couple of times like Woody and Key Bolton sort of said, "Oh, you should have done this or you should have done that," and it was like, dear. You've got to be capitalising on them chances, Neil, I'm afraid.
Wasn't on the block either.
Yeah, but I must say, like, a few times, it should have gone that way, or should have done this, and like I was thinking back, it was like that wasn't on. I couldn't see that, and it's obviously being looking at the camera. It's totally different to the view you've got at the table.
That's not the best of shots.
Hey up, Craig Ansell said, "Hey up, doggy," as well. We missed that one earlier.
Craig's watching today. He makes a change watching Pool instead of Stoke. Moving Delilah. I'm getting a bit of a fan club at Moderness.
I don't know whether that's a bit fortunate or a good shot.
You're getting a bit of a fan club at Modern Engraving now. The graphics, Ian is going to watch Ryan's match apparently now. We know it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. And young MJ, he thinks you were great.
I am.
What do you say? He's awesome. Get out with you. It's nice when the young getting into Pool though. They're so popular now, Pool. It really is.
You can tell it's popular, mate. Can't get ultra any of them balls before Christmas.
You don't want some. I don't like the stripes.
Yeah, he's just got to mind his work a little bit here. These are the sort of shots you've got to play with top that, like, your spin can transfer and still be on the white after it's hit the rail, and you want it coming straight back down. See, like that. See what I mean? How it sort of kicked forward rather than coming straight back down.
Got lucky.
He has got lucky. I think that's twice in this frame. He's had a bit of rub there.
And he's put the red in a nice place as well.
I'd just swerve this and knock it in, mate. I'd played it by now.
Yeah. Going back to the Pool, all I remember the Green Bay when you were about 8 years old. You went to the toilet and come out.
One are open.
Yeah,
You're talking about the Premier,
sorry, yeah. And you went in the toilet, you were 8, and you come out and you said, "Dad, there's a man in there lighting a fire with silver paper in the sink." You know.
There was as well.
Yeah. They used to gamble down the stairs with cards, and as they were kicking them out, and they were still betting a tenner on a turn of a card on the rail down the bloody stairs and things. Unbelievable. And these play pool ball down the bloody carpet and see who can get the closest to it for money and all sorts of things. This is what's it now, isn't it? I think this is. A bit fortunate that one was. I wanted to.
He has been a bit fortunate. I think Neil just needs to forget about this one pretty quickly, to be honest.
That's well played.
Yeah, like I say, he likes to be able to just let his stroke out. Shaun does.
Yeah, so that's 4-1, which is he'll be happy to the start.
Reminder, we'll have a break after 10 frames as usual. Wonder if we'll have a first ball this time.
Oof.
We've got a first ball. Definitely. Definitely, because we've got ball in hand. Saying that though, has he left anything? I mean, you've got the one over the bag, but you don't like be playing that first. I certainly prefer not to be playing it first, and I don't think Neil's going to be. Yeah, he might play that plant. I was going to say I don't think he'll like to play the plant on the right hand side of the table. Middle though. Taking it at the right time though, I think. Like I say, knowing it could potentially go wrong, he's left it so he's played it early, so he's going to have another go at getting it out. Now that one mustn't go, the one he's straight on, because I'd be digging it straight out now personally. No, he's just refused that, so I can only assume that bottom, the middle one close to the black spot doesn't go.
Must be playing.
Must be playing the top one. Yeah, there you go.
They're all on now, all open.
It's just gone awkward. It's going to take a really good possessional shot here. He's sped up a bit, hasn't he, nearly here? Oh. Has he sped up?
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's a really nice shot on here, you know, just play it straight into the, pop the ball, go into the red on the left-hand side of the table, and you're leaving yourself, it's on the bottom red, but yeah, nice, same difference I suppose. Leaving yourself on the left yellow, should I say.
Have to screw back into on this one a bit, a bit more pace.
Might just be able to Jason punching it in. Jason punching.
Yeah, great shot. That's nice. It's as close as it looks, I think. That's if you put the overhead on about it's a good shot.
Nice. Yeah. Lovely. There you go. There's obviously a bit of merit in him picking the pace up a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's probably thought to himself, I'm going to go for him a bit and speed it up, and it's nice. He had a bit of a lull start off with.
I think sometimes, you know, your opponent has a bit of rub. Sometimes you find yourself in that situation where you just think, oh God, just go. Just go for him. Was very nice. Second last yellow. Second last lallow I've just
That's yellow. You're on water as well.
I am.
Actually, we'll need some liquid refreshment soon. I might need another Guinness, the black stuff.
I think we've just had a commentator confirmed for John Hurst and Neil Pugh on the 13th of November. Kev Barry is going to be in the Commons box. In fact, I've got KB. I mean, is that going to be Kev Barry and Kieran Bolton, or essentially? I think somebody's gone for a little nervous wee. Or a Perrier refill. Really big frame this one is.
Yeah, it's massive distance, 5'2". I mean,
really big frame and not the break you would have wanted.
The 4-3 or 5'2".
Sean's got a real chance here, because I'm pretty sure that red goes past. He's just had a look at. Well, yeah, it definitely goes past. I think the reds are a pretty simple finish here. You take the one over the pocket first. like to be straight on that one closest to the middle pocket here, on the right of the table, of course. Doesn't look particularly straight though, does it?
I've seen if you've got the.
No, he is. I think he's fine there.
Yeah.
Just pop it in. Group chat popping. Yeah, it's delightful. I don't want to case him here, but these are as good as gone. Exactly the table you want to come to when your opponent's just dry broke. I think he just wants to make sure he's away from that yellow, but just play a stop shot and you're away.
Yeah, this one, the middle, all can go, can't they?
Yeah, definitely. Like a slight angle on that. It does look straight, but again, I know these can be very deceptive.
How quick he's played is, it must be straightforward.
Ooh. Didn't look perfect. I think he can drop this in and hold though. He's just got to. You'd like to keep the. Oh no, he's going that way. No, that's fine. It's the same difference.
Yeah, it was that shot before, wasn't it? He wasn't quite nice.
I think,
on it.
yeah. Like I say, I was going middle back there, and then the opposite middle, and then black.
I said this is a massive frame, and the context of the match.
It must have been pretty close to that yellow for it. You know, enough to put him off. He's a nice straight cue, Shaun is. Might play the lost tee and on the snooker here. Very clever shots. He's got it.
Yeah.
I think he has left Neil a one cushion escape. Yeah, just where he's put his cue down there. He can. Oh no, sorry, left Shaun a one cushion escape.
I think
Shaun's generally pretty good at getting out of snookers as well.
Oh, you weren't there.
Pretty sure he's played a lot of snooker when he was young, to be fair.
You can always, to be honest, always tell the high standard players. Obviously, when I'm playing in the Division 2, a player like that snooker, they whack them 100 miles an hour, hoping it'll go around the table twice to let it net a coach. Balls go everywhere. You know, they very rarely roll out of a snooker just to bump it up the table. They really give it some venom, like.
Got to play controlled now. Oh, sugar. Yeah, you've got to play. Well, like I say, there's value in it sometimes. Just thumping them and hoping something drops somewhere. But again, it's generally last roll with the dice. You want to be playing stuff controlled in these rules where you can.
I'm finding there's a massive difference in standards. Like with the Strength Trophy, you've got 3 divisions on a Wednesday, and the difference in standards, the middle division, you know, as all the experienced pub players have been around for years. That Premier Division is unreal. You know, you mess up, you go and get beat. You know, as in Division 2, you get 2 or 3 chances. Even if you play a bad shot, there's not many players capable of knocking in a finish on you. You know. It's the same as football, isn't it? The tiers, there's so many, you know. Every dog has his day, don't he? You know, one frame of pool, you can beat anybody, can't you?
I think these rules do. They are slight level, if anything, you know. Like, I mean, wheeled rules, mate. If you know, give top players 2 shots, you've lost, don't you?
Yeah. But I think they favour. I don't think they favour the lower player.
They don't favour the lower player. They don't favour either, but it does give the lower player a chance.
Well, he's got bash. He's got to go for him, hasn't he? There's no value in covering the bag anymore, and you know, and even looking for a snooker, because you've still got to pot the balls at the end of the day. Even if they get out the snooker, you can be worse off than you were in the first place. If you know what I mean.
It's not a bad shot.
All's just nice.
Oh,
I think he's all right. I think he's get the overhead on.
I think
straight.
He's fine. Now wrong with Div 2A. Kelsey says you're right, Aid. You're right.
He's an old man now. He's gone to Division 2.
He was trying to get in Cat 6 the other night.
Oh, he's missed it.
was Tonky. Put me in cat 6, I'm not very good anymore, he was saying.
They haven't started the cat level, my level yet, so waiting.
No, you'll be waiting a while, mate. I don't think they want to go too far down just because.
About cat 10 when we get to double figures. I might have a go.
Yeah, I don't want to be derogatory to anybody, but like sometimes it's a difficult watch the lower down you go. Nice.
Yeah. Neil,
he'll feel he's thrown another one away. And again, it was a really big frame. Neil wins out, it's 4-3, and like I say, now he's looking down the barrel at 5-2 down.
Just hope his head doesn't drop a bit.
I think, like I say, you know, you can. Whilst it is a long race, it's a long match. You just can't afford to be giving frames away in these, and obviously the players that you know in each cat we're all relatively similar standard. There's arguments for some players that could play in a one above, and there's some that could have got away with being the one below, but he does get him just about right, I think. And Adam puts a lot of time and effort into that. He speaks to a lot of people. He speaks to, you know, myself, speaks to a lot of people with the Afford League to make sure that he's got people in the right place. But yeah, I think when you're playing somebody very similar standard, you can't afford to not take your chances. Bowler, nice one, mate. Did you get back home all right, kid? 11-7 for Allcock, Bowler's saying.
I think the one good thing I'll say about the lower divisions is that at least now players go the right way. Where you used to have it where they just potted the ball. Yeah, they pot the balls you can see.
How do you?
No, not me. I'm great. But like they at least try go the right way. They might miss the pot, but they've thought about it and gone the way they should have gone. If you know what I mean. Very rare now you get a player who hasn't a clue what he's doing and just you know they sort of come on standard wise. I think it's just when you go up against your higher, your better players, you don't get as many chances at all. You're lucky if you get one. You've got to take it if you do. You know. You tell by the 8 balls, the dishes that are done over the divisions, can't you? Come the Premier Division, Division 1 and Division 2 and the what's it?
Yeah,
and the Wednesday League. Massive difference, you know.
I think I was looking at the Tuesday League, mate. I think there's only been one in Division 1 on the Tuesday as well.
Yeah. But yeah, you've got some of the top players like Zach Cooper and Aid Kels and in Division 2.
Players. Mark Roberts.
You've got Jack Wood. Jack Wood's playing for Ball Green in the bottom division. Yeah, you've got a sprinkling of the top players coming down divisions now. I think they come because it's more fun for them. They can bash them open and you haven't got the stress of playing the top players.
I prefer to refer to them as sharks.
Sharks.
Yeah, I'd like to shark people.
I think it's. I was speaking to Zach, and he was saying the top division, he's so serious all the time, and he's gone just for a bash him, and if he wins, and he plays really open and just goes for everything. And he just said it's more fun for him. He just wanted the season out on the top level because always he's a tour player.
It's what you play for, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as you enjoy the game, isn't it? You've got to enjoy it at the end of the day. There's no point playing it.
Some people try and play for fun.
Yeah.
Some people, like me, just don't like losing at all.
Yeah.
So you're playing because you want to win everything that you play. It's not really possible, especially in a.
I think when you know, like Zach, he's got the recognition and what he's achieved and things. So I think people, yeah, I think people enjoy playing because when they do beat a top player, it makes you nice. I beat such and such, you know what I mean? It's a two-edged sword, to be honest. Some players, well, they shouldn't be in that division, but I think it's nice having somebody sprinkling your top players, like I say, because it means more when you beat one.
I don't want to curse him again, but
he should be gone, shouldn't he?
Yeah, this should be. He's got to mind his work a bit here. He's got to get in between the 2 yellows off the rail and back again, just like that. He's played that perfectly, really.
Yeah, Tommy could be just like that.
Just like that. Yeah, no, Shaun. He'll probably try and screw the cue ball back for the black and the right middle pocket.
I think I just dig you to the top right.
You'd snooker yourself on it,
I think he can roll this and bump the red, can't he, beyond middle?
He must, because he hasn't done anything with that ball, has it? He hasn't done anything with the cue ball, should I say. He's just left it.
It'll come off and bump the red out the way and be black to middle, surely. I think must go.
No, he's gone my way.
Like you said, yeah.
I think he's fine for middle pocket. I don't think he needs to play it top here. I think he'll be all right. He's missed it. I tell you what, they've missed some balls.
Yeah, I think in his head, he's thought of 2 shots, top bag or middle, and he's in his head. I think he's in between the 2.
And the clock bearing down on you doesn't help. I know he was nowhere near the clock there, do you know what I mean? But just every shot you play, it's in the back of your mind.
Oof, he's left him the edge of that.
This is where you're going to whack this, aren't you?
I'd whacked all day long. I've got 6 pockets. Find one of them.
See, he's actually played a very clever snooker in the sense that he's blocked off the 2 cushion escape if he had got the snooker.
Yeah.
But obviously he's left the ball.
Yeah, it's come out too far.
Because like that 2 cushion escapes, you've got more chance of potting it than you have.
Put the overhead on, mate. Just have a look at that. Is it?
You can see that. You definitely see it. I don't think you can't pot it, surely. Do you play at the double, or do you're thumping this, aren't you? No, he's gone that.
Good effort. Knocked a red dead as well, so it's not too bad going with.
That ain't dead, mate.
Dead enough.
It ain't. It's fine. I tell you what, he's gone for it. He's gone to get on it first and not got on it. Again, careless. Rim job Jones, you call him.
I'd take it now, I would.
You've got screw back for it, make it an easier pot. Well, a bit easier than that.
Yeah.
At least he's got the angle to come back down the table, which is what he would have wanted. Oh, Neil. He's just got down in it there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think it's one of them. He was that disappointed with the positional shot he played before that he's just got down in it.
Yeah, he was getting frustrated.
He's happy with that. Definitely not happy. The man in the back of his head's shaking his head at me now. Yeah, it's horrible, really. Like I say, sometimes it's not even a bit of bad luck. It's more frustrating when you've done it yourself.
I've been annoying about that. My head's shaved, and as I got older now, I'm hanging on to it. But your mother said I've got a birthmark on my head that says 666.
If the wind keeps up like it is, it'll save you having it done.
I only shave about once every 4 days as well. I've never had much hair on anything. And it might be streamlined. It might improve my game.
Yeah, I agree, Pitch. He has got to get the next 2 frames. And the way he's shaking his head,
if he loses the next 2 frames, it's over.
To be honest, I think
really needs a finish now, doesn't
this one. If he loses this one, I think he's gone. That's helpful, actually. He needs to pull back here. Really, you can't be going for these. You can't be on tilt, Neil, here. Sure, we'll just smell blood.
got that or not. He might have a go at these now, though, I think, mate.
Yeah.
He's got no choice. I think he's got to go.
Yeah.
He's going to have to trust a bit of luck, like, I think, as well.
It's been unfortunate there, you know. Do you reckon that goes?
I think it
He's
goes,
looked,
yeah. I think
he's just had a look at it. And he carried on walking,
Yeah.
so it does look like, yeah, it goes, doesn't it, that? Whether you play it now for... Yeah, it's just deciding whether you get that one out of the way early, the one that just about passes the red, or you go the other way, which is getting the one to the right of the black out of the way early. I'm just trying to work out what's the easiest way of getting onto the black. Under it. He's under it him. Oh. No immediate loss of turn there. Jake's saying 11-6 to Shaun. I reckon that could be near it, mate, I'll tell you that. Clock's got to be beating down over here. That is
that's brutal.
Putting it politely, a tad fortunate.
Knock him in here.
There's going to see. I just. You want to be doing it and snookering in the same shot. Otherwise,
I think how Neil's playing with his head gone, he might leave him a shot after thinking, well, if he messes, he'll go even further.
I think the case in point for me is that black's still tied up with them. The two reds are still tied up with the black, so
it's kind of tough spot for me wherever he takes on, isn't it?
Yeah, Pidge, you're right. As I say, it's not going to help matters that at all. But yeah, like I say, you know, he can't really go for the finish, but he's not really got a choice.
Great shot. But it's still chasing, isn't he?
Yes, chasing. Like I say, I've got no idea where the black's going.
But
I'm going to have a quick look, yeah. Just to... That doesn't go anywhere, mate. No. It hasn't got a pocket at all, so he's got to split the black as well, I think, there. Can't even see a double that I'd even fancy. Nice shot. Do you know what? As we're on that camera, you can see there is a line to come round off two cushions.
He's been rushing a bit, Neil, now, though. Really.
He's under it that by a mile.
Doesn't go, does he?
No chance. Can't go. It must go.
Oh, he's going for it, must he? Off the rail first.
No, I don't think it's a bit tight to not be. Perhaps it might have gone if you're bang on it. But
I think he got it rail first and hope it bumped off it, perhaps. I don't know, because he played it really quickly, didn't he? He didn't look at it.
I think it's another frame given away, unfortunately, for Neil. Shaun knows where he needs to get it, though. This is really, really going to drive the nail in. This is. Make sure you get these.
Yes, there's a 90% chance he's going to get him, isn't it, you'd say?
He's going to do well, Messi. He's up, mate. It's not perfect, you know, because he would have liked to have taken the one on the bottom left next, and I don't think. Oh no, he has. He's fine.
So always added pressure on it, because you know, in the old rules, you thought, well, you know, even if I miss him, he's not getting the black pass. But now the skill shot that comes in, you leave any chance they can put black onto your ball and black as well, can't you? So.
Just presses the issue. It's great.
It forces you to go for the finish, doesn't it? To make sure you don't miss. Massive.
7-2.
So what you reckon of these new balls then? Because I've still got the issue with the being stripes. I do not like them being stripes.
I don't really, when you're playing, you don't really notice it. Obviously, the black stripes.
I think if you, I'd say what my issue is, when I tend watch it on TV, I'll go nip in the kitchen, wash a few dishes, and come back, and I can't tell where the white is. Which is if the ball how they set. Sometimes if you haven't watching it, you don't.
The smaller your screen is as well, the less judge. I mean, obviously, if you're watching, you know, some people watching this on the big telly. I know I always do when I can at home. But obviously, a lot of you'll be watching this on your phones.
And it's difficult.
And like, if you did have the new Dynasphere balls,
that's a great break.
Lovely break in it.
Yellows all day long.
Does that yellow past the middle pocket though?
Yeah, flies in that. Flies in.
Yeah, it does. I think he's got a real good shout at banging these in, and we're out for the break. But yeah, just with them balls, I think obviously on a smaller screen you've got no chance of seeing what balls what. Now,
why have they done stripes? Why don't you just have a solid red with the circle on? I just don't understand.
Well, there's a lot of reasons for it, but ultimately because people are arguing and talking about it, they want people talking about it. The social media's getting peppered with comments about it, and obviously the more people that comment on their social media, the more money they make from that as an avenue of revenue. So
I mean, they play better, don't they? People are extra 2 gram heavier, really, and people say they play. It's just that they made them stripes, and I think they've gone backwards. It reminds me of the old pool balls. They used to have spots and stripes in the pubs, you know, before it changed to reds and yellows, you know.
I could explain to you the other day. I think the point is that they're trying to globalise the sport. Obviously, it's an English sport.
Because that's more American.
There's only been World Championships around since the 80s. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, it was just a game that you play in the pub, and that was it. So they're trying to globalise the sport to make it appeal to America, make it appeal to China,
the best shots,
make it appeal to Australia, etc., and they all play with those balls. So to bring a new game to those shores with a sense of similarity to it, i.e. the balls have got numbers on them, you know, there's more chance of it taking off, and that's ultimately what they've done.
Yeah,
I get it. Oh dear, the last minute safety. But yeah, like I say, having played with them, they are good. They are nice. They play nice. They break nice. They break especially nice, in fact. And they certainly, you know, play well on those Rasson tables with those cloths.
Yeah. Oh, the pocket's bigger on them towers. When you watch it on this ultimate pool,
feel bigger.
They seem yet to push a bit of foot down. It still takes the pot. I think how's that got in?
Yeah, balls down the rails. You can thunder them in like this now. You know, prime example. You can thunder that ball in with backspin and go back up and down the table 3 times, and it wouldn't make the pot more difficult at all. It'd just fly in. I said I was in one players the other week on their stream table. Like, obviously that play that it's a nice way to make sure the pot. But yeah, you know, firing balls up the rail, and like there were shots that I'd missed by 2 or 3 inches, and I'm like, I've missed that, and they go in. So
it's a big shot here, that pass.
I think he's got to play it off the cushion.
The rail first,
I think it's really difficult going on the other ball though here.
Oh yeah,
he must try play that straight.
Full pot, yeah. Massive frame of O'Neill. This he's got to get this one to stay in the match. To be honest,
have a look at that. Yeah, you have to play it straight.
What's the scoreboard? I thought it was 7-2.
It is 7-2.
Yeah. Another tenner fine to maybe on your own fund. Not putting your score on.
least it's awkward, I suppose.
He's not saying dog, you just hit an open anyway. Get out with you. I've got every clue how my balls are going.
It says his name just above where it says it.
Anthony Goccoli. No, I do.
Anthony.
Yeah. I like bashing the balls about. It's just more fun. Really boring if you roll them in.
I wonder. No, it's too aggressive. I was just going to say double it onto the yellow and reds, put it up there, but you're not helping yourself, are you?
Yeah, he's massive setting favourite, isn't he? With the yellow.
Do you know what though, mate? You could stand there for another 45 seconds and another 45 seconds and still not really find anything. Anything you can really do there.
You can knock
That's
him
probably
in,
the best thing you could have done here.
Knock the yellow onto the red, knock him in, and try and stick him with the same shot, or leave him to distance.
I think if you do it, you've got to make sure that you knock him in. It's his problem then, isn't it? That red. The last thing you want to do is hit this, move his red out and leave it in a position where he can pot it and split into his bad ball.
I think he's playing lost a turn, isn't he?
He looks to me like he's playing it off the rail first.
I think
that's what he looks like he's doing, which I don't like. It's all right, but as I say, the reason I didn't like it, if he did leave something on,
that's now crazy double down to the table.
Do you know what, mate? What he could do here is cut it, go into the 8 ball with the white, and send the 8 ball up to those 2 balls. All of a sudden, you're back in frame. You're back in control of the frame. I think that's on, you know. No. They mustn't be ready for a break.
Right, I need another Guinness.
That was always the kind of reply you're going to get to that. Now you're in a position where there's no point in covering the pocket. For me, you've just got to bring it out to the centre of the table.
So where your doggy special comes into play, whack it.
There we go. It's not too bad. I can see. No, maybe not. I was going to say I could see Shaun potentially playing the snooker here, so he just snookers the one on the left of the table, so he can see that one in the corner. So he's got to hit it basically, which could move it out of the way for him, or certainly put it in a more appetising position.
Ideally, do this yellow here, going down the rail and pass off the red and in, couldn't he? Get somehow move that around the table.
Maybe drop this over the pocket, perhaps. No. Right, Neil. I was going to say, I think you just nudge this now, keep it over the bag so he can't pot his yellow. I wonder. Do you reckon that goes past the red?
I think so. It's a tight one.
Hasn't even gone round to look at it yet. I think it's quite good he's left the red that side of the pocket as well, because he's taken away any loss of turn shot.
That's tough.
Shaking his head as Shaun.
He's got to go for that one on the rail now, so surely try cut.
I'd be.
Or knock him in off the yellow.
You just go here.
Not the yellow.
You're 6-2 up. Suck it in. Yeah. Get down. Knock the ball in. Up top left corner. You leave yourself.
Play off the yellow, knock the red in, and bring the yellow back up. Try sneak him with the same shot. It's past.
Yeah, it went. Flew past. Yeah. That was the shot then. That was the right shot. Ignore me. Looked straight enough. You certainly don't want to be.
Just top it through, aren't you now, Howard?
Well, I think he's got it. I think he's got to pot it and top it into the red. I think the red's holding the cue ball for him. I think he's got a bit of an angle there, a bit more angle than it looks like he's got. Looks like he's screwing. Nice. Stop shot and take the
He just didn't want to leave himself bridging, did he?
Well, I think, like I say, where that red is, the middle pocket plays quite big if he'd have gone into it. Plus, you've got all sorts of dangerous snookering yourself and all sorts. Oh dear!
Oh, he's miles out. Absolutely right then, Neil. You've got a chance to get back any.
Did you play that for him?
He says one of my shots. Yeah. You won't paint the black ball pink. I'm not great on the black.
Nice, really nice shot. One of those shots that's actually easier when you're behind because you don't care, you just get down and do it. It's often a difficult shot to get the cue ball back there.
Matthew's at 7-3.
7-3.
And that's the break, is it?
And that is the break. So we will go to a short ad break, folks, and we'll be back with you in 10 minutes. And we're back in the room. They put the score on as well, don't they?
Yeah, it's definitely 7-3 says the actual score, folks. For Shaun Allcock.
Tell you what, I'll message Dave. Dave Steele's on the
timer.
On the timer tonight. Seven
7-3, yeah. That's cool.
You're paying attention, mate. I've just messaged Dave, let him know to get him to put it on. It's not the end of the world, at least we know what's going on, but of course the longer it goes on for and not putting on, the harder it is to keep up.
I've just had a discussion with Dave about the ball. He's the same opinion as me. It's when you do something, you come back, you can't tell where the white is. Obviously, when you're at the table, it doesn't make any difference. But when you watch it on a phone, like you say, on a small screen, it's really difficult to tell. Don't know why I didn't just have solid red.
It's quite comical as well, because like the commentators on Ultimate Pool now as well, they're actually actively trying to point out the numbers on the balls, and so you can't see it.
You couldn't play a game of 9-ball with them, could you?
You could. If you're at the table, you can see it, mate.
I can't. I used to have
you
to,
can't see the balls in
when
general.
you play them coloured balls in order, you say, what about a blue next? I used to have to go walk around and see where, what's my next one, because I never see the numbers. Go by the colours.
Like I say, they certainly stand out, so they serve the purpose. I have tried to, the missus keeps on, what do you want for Christmas? Do you still want them balls? I was like, I wasn't really sure, but...
How many have you had watching, by the way?
I'll look in a moment. It's just message saying, are we ready? He reckons it says 7-3 on there.
Just have a screen, though.
Definitely
not say it on the screen.
So...
It's a dry break.
If the Q score
Neil and
disconnected itself or something.
It's 50-50 phone a friend on these, I think. They got a red and a yellow blocking each other off. It's have to be reds, probably. I don't know, so one of them.
Not even mooch yet.
Maybe yellows. It's not two balls
there.
Both.
The red and the yellow together. I don't think the yellow goes, but the red will definitely go in the opposite middle pocket. So I think the two reds at the top right corner of the table might have been what dissuaded him from going reds there more than anything else. But yeah, so it is definitely saying 7-3 in there, but 6-2 on our screens.
Yeah. Get me pen and paper.
Sort of pen and
Good
paper.
old-fashioned pen and paper. Gonna beat it.
Hey up, Danielle's punching the numbers in. What a pleasant surprise. And no, yeah, I've just said they've got it as 7-3 inside. What?
I've just
it's a Q-score overlay. That's where it's pulling it from. which is where it should be, which is fine, but it's not. There you go. It's updated now.
That's
Updated now. Problem solved. Just just
Woman's
needed the
touch.
magic touch. Always the case. There we go, folks. Problem solved.
What did you do here then, mate? Because I think you've got to have a go at him, surely. I
I think he
presume.
just screw straight back into the paddle.
Yeah.
He's just play short position like that. He's over it. He's a tad like. Play the snooker here, mate. Definitely. Definitely.
I don't think he will. I think he'll have a go.
Yes, play the snooker.
Yeah.
You needed to open those two balls up anyway, so definitely the shot. Evening, the bread man. And see some of the other games that are upcoming. What's the date today? The 6th. So you've got Davis and Jervis tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Mr. Woodhouse back in the box. That's come out quite nice, that has. I think for me, those two reds at the top left of the table now, I'd move them just so that all your balls go. You've still got that ball touching the yellow where I don't think the yellow goes anywhere, but at least all your balls go. It's pointless playing at those two up there, genuinely. It's a waste of a shot. Cluster's just got big. At least one goes up the rail now. He's not happy, is he, Neil? He's not happy. He wasn't happy with himself during the break, to be honest. Once I had a chat to both of them. Cat 5 age, you can't go in that, can you?
Who's trying to sneak in that?
Hey, Kelsall.
Get out with you.
I think he was in Cat 4 last year, actually. No, if I remember rightly, Neil beat him in I think it was 11-10, if I remember right. Might have been 11-9.
Shot you got to use knock onto that yellow and leave the white sat on it and the red at the rail at the bottom. And
I think if they're close enough together. There you go then, Age. You've got more details than me, mate.
Yes, the plastry.
Yeah, I think that's a shot, Doggy. It is very difficult to
measure it to course.
He's under it, that. It's a foul.
Yeah, that's a bad shot. He should have. It doesn't matter if he's hard. He could have come back a foot up the table. As long as he sat behind the yellow, it was fine. He's going for snooker here.
Yeah, he's got to, hasn't he? Yeah, it's a nice shot. That was a nice choice of shot. Yes, as Tom says, make shark. Around Christmas time, they reckon then the Cat 5 details are going to be coming out. I take it you're in that, Jake. Oof. Foul again.
That's close.
Foul again. Let's go up the red there. Pratty Mice. Matt, hope you're good. Matt Harvey as well. I think you did all right in the last one, Jake, to be honest, if I remember rightly. Matty Price says evening, mate. I don't know if you can see that.
Young Matthew. Yeah, I can see. Forgot what he looks like. I haven't seen him that long.
Have you told Matt about the Travs?
Oh no, Travs. They've changes again now. They put a new mechanism on because the mechanism broke. It's £1 a game, at 150 a game. You won't pay 150 a game in the Travs. And they've changed it back to £1 a game now. Well, they've still not left him any keys as far as I know. So you've got to pay for your own games basically. They are. They give you so many practice with and stuff, but it's not great. We need a key. If ever anything happens in the middle of a match, you're not going to get on the table.
Good shot, Neil.
That's a great shot.
Don't think the black goes bottom corner. That's the issue.
Go
He's
middle,
got to go middle, hasn't he? I
go
think.
middle, yeah.
Oh, he's played that really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Bit of confidence back.
Yeah, I think he needed that one. He needed that one.
7-4. But to be honest, if Neil can win the next one, also the 7-5, you get just put a bit of what's it then? It's only a 2-frame gap, isn't it? It's it's a scatty game a bit, isn't it? I think neither of them are playing the best. But the balls haven't opened, have they? There's nothing.
I think they have. They haven't really had a. They haven't. Quite often they haven't had a starter, and
you always seem to have two balls stuck together somewhere. They've got to do something who's not really foul. Oh dear, off the wire.
Very nice to see. Right.
So this is.
Do you know what?
Would you take Reds?
I don't think you'll be that disappointed with it, to be honest.
Yeah, they aren't. No, it's again, are they? They haven't opened
not
that.
Great. I don't think you can take Reds.
No.
I don't think you've
I'm
got
just thinking because he's 3 Reds down. He's only got.
You haven't got anything to split him with. I think the others are in front of you. If he can pop one, start off with. It's going for the cutest shot. Imagine the clock's beating down on him. We're probably down to about 15 seconds now. When you're playing these, you definitely want to be playing them without the beeps going off in your ear. Shot. Nice, right. You've got the balls now. It's one of those dangerous finishes though, because I don't think he's got any intention of clearing up after his first shot. And all of a sudden you pot a couple of balls and you pot another one, and you haven't got anything else you can do apart from go for him.
I think he is going to take him.
For me, I'd be taking total control of this. I'd just be running this up over the bag, not dead over the bag,
but just down there.
I'd certainly be pulling back.
Oh, he's having a go, isn't he?
He is having a go. I think. Do you know what, mate? I don't like going into these balls with that one still on the rail up there. He ain't going into. They can't go into him, can he?
He's doubled it back. Takes it now.
Yeah, it's definitely go for the double.
Close. Well, again, Reds are still not nice, are they?
No, Reds aren't nice at all. It's definitely better, better to not have that ball on that rail, I suppose, now.
Probably doing the favour not going in, to be honest.
John Price, another plasterer.
Got some plasters in this league.
Semi-tempted to just bump this red off the rail and leave the white in the top right corner of the table. Touche. 7-4 up. There's no point being extravagant here.
Off that medal, comfortable.
He has. Now Neil's actually got a shot here. I think he can pot this in middle, cut it, and
bash
potentially go into him. But I don't think he needs to go into him. I think Neil's balls go. Might be able to come past the split.
That black doesn't look nice, right?
Oh, you'll be moving that when you touch that yellow there that is just flown by with the white, and that's the problem. You see, again, you go to split him, and all of a sudden yours have gone awkward. He's probably lucky in a sense he didn't quite connect with him, because if he'd have split Shaun's balls out as well as left himself knackered as he has here, he'd be in big trouble. I think you might potentially leave in some sort of plant as well if you leave the white down the bottom left-hand side of the table. So he's got to play an actual shot here. He can't just. I don't think that was on, think you're right, Jay. I think Neil's really got to. Just how he was when I went out to the break as well, and he knows himself. He really needs to try and drag himself into the game here. I think I said at the start, I made a comment about Shaun probably being the favourite if they both play their A game, but Shaun hasn't really played his A game either. They both play in the B game, and I fancied Neil if that was happening, but. There's been quite a few of these frames, haven't there, where it's just they're both trying to stop each other from going.
I think there's been no real opportunities for any dishes. None.
There hasn't been a dish, no, but there have been opportunities, mate. There really have. That's a really nice shot, that is.
It's easy enough hit, though, isn't it?
It is easy enough hit, but you've kept one of your balls on the table. In these situations, it's if you go first and miss, you lose. So, you've got to pull back. Yellows do go here, though, mate. Like I say, play the plant here. I'm sure that yellow by the black. He's bridging, yeah, but I'm sure the yellow by the black goes to middle pocket. No, he's.
Don't know what that was for.
Kept it tight. Like I say, if Shaun, I don't think he can pot anything and bring that bad red out, so I think that's just put Neil favourite for this one, mate, for this frame. Carried a bit of a coin toss before. See what he's tried.
Yeah.
Now, has he left the one over the pocket? And again, I don't think Neil should be going here.
Is he going to be forced into going though? I don't think he's going to have much choice soon, is he?
I think the only ball we can see is the one over the pocket, really, without splitting Shaun's reds up. So he might be valued into taking a pot on here, but I wouldn't.
Doggy smash them yellows, so what'll go in?
Just be playing off it. You've got total control. Luke, he's not left the angle. Can he top through for middle pocket though? I'm sure he was looking for the split there.
No, he's wrong. Well, he might do go to top cross and top. I don't think he's going to bother.
No, he's playing the safety. That's actually a nice shot. Nice choice of shot, actually, that is. Because he's definitely snookered on all the reds by the look of it. I don't think he can glance off that.
Yeah. And if he goes off the course, he's going to split the ball.
Yeah, like I say, that's the easy route out the snooker. If you do give Neil ball in hand here, they are probably gone because both those yellows go to middle pocket. I wonder if he does just bring one red out though and blocks the black off. Oh. He's actually done well to keep it relatively tight there, but it's unfortunate it's gone. The red's gone where it's gone. I think he's got a bit lucky really as well. He hasn't left this a bit straighter for Neil. If he had left that straight, then these were sitting for the middle pocket.
There's no chance you can go to middle and split into it and just trust the luck. How's your luck?
I don't think you need to split anything, mate.
Think you're going to dig it back?
Straight back, yeah. Screw straight back on and off the rail, and they're gone. They're out. The black goes to the corner pocket. The top one of the two. Didn't want to be touching that though. The thing is, Neil will be kicking himself here, but it's genuinely not the end of the world where them two reds are at the top. I genuinely don't think they go. Oh, I don't know, it might do. Nice containing. I think the black's just stopping that red from going anywhere, but it just gives Shaun a free go to move those two bad ones anyway and perhaps get a snooker behind the ball on the right at the top of the table. I think that'd be my shot. Play off the red on the right at the top left of the table. Just sneak the white just behind that red on the right.
Yeah, just play.
If you get the snooker, both your bad balls are out. Can't be going, surely.
It's going to be behind him here, isn't
yeah.
it? It's going to be behind him now. Must be a gap.
Yeah, I like that choice of shot, actually. You're guaranteeing the snooker, aren't you? Good shot.
Right, now the cats will say something, Jim. Now the cats amongst the pigeons.
Yeah, because this is a difficult one to hit, this is. It's one of them where you'd rather not hit it, to be honest. You'd rather sail past it. Just like that. Right, ball in hand. For me, I would be playing the red next to the yellow onto the yellow, put the yellow on the cush, leave the white behind the black and the red. Just because you've got ball in hand now doesn't mean you've got to go.
Yeah, this is the other thing that a lot of players tend to forget. They see him go for it. Oh, why have you done that? Just snooker me again. You know, you buggered. They get ball in hand, just think they've got to take a finish. Go for another snooker.
Get ball in hand again. Yeah, you're waiting for Neil to move it for you. I suppose you've got a ball to go into it with now, but yeah. I don't think you needed to do that. Just you could have played it in such a way you were cutting the up and down off as well.
See, now can he swerve that? See it? Can't he now? What's something he'll do? That was a bit dodgy.
It's not as dodgy as the last one, mate. Now he's playing the shot I've just said. I think he should have done this last time personally, but
that's the shot.
See, for him not do it last time, I wondered if he couldn't, if it wasn't on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's a bit wary after he didn't just a cushion that one previous frame down the rail when he tried a similar shot.
Shot Neil, he's got out of it. What's he left?
Another snooker.
There you go.
Oh, they go actually. Yeah.
There you go. Just pot this middle back, screw straight back. I think you might even screw straight back and come back across the table. Screw straight back, come back.
I'd take this one on the top rail first actually, and just trace it down the table. Just keep it. The yellow's going nowhere. If you're gonna mess with it.
I'm assuming that yellow he's looking at to middle doesn't go in the bottom left corner.
Is it a bit straight, does he?
It's fine, that is me. You're fine with straight there. Screw straight into the middle of the bottom right, the right hand rail, bottom right hand rail. Screw straight into the centre of it, just like that.
Just like that.
Wasn't a great deal that could have gone wrong with that shot. I'd like to have been a bit slightly straighter on this, but.
Oh, this is a tougher block than he missed earlier, probably.
No, it don't.
Near the rail.
Definitely not as tough as the one he missed earlier. He's missed it by a yard. He's got black ball phobia.
He's in his head. The last one's in his head.
Yips.
Last frame's in his head from that one. Yes.
Same pocket as well. We always say, mate, the balls and the bags, they don't have memories, but it bloody feels like they do sometimes, doesn't it? Oh, Neil, that's poor again.
Go for the double, Neil.
Cock's hat, bang.
Give it a bit of pace, bang it out. That's the one.
Oh, delightful. Delightful. Have another look at that one. Oh, we just missed the boat there, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's big. So 7-5. He's grinding down bit by bit. Be interesting if he gets 7-6.
Big red 2DF in one frame. You can't. I think for me, like the first one, like I said, you know, if you did hit it, you want to be hitting it on the left-hand side. So he hit it. I think the thing is with those with that rule, mate.
Grey area.
It's about
massive grey area.
The pace that you hit it as well. So if you under hit it by a mile, like the pace isn't there, you can be forgiven for not getting the line. But if the pace is that far off, then you'd probably get a warning. But he's hit it firm enough. Do you know what I mean? To have hit it if he'd got the right line. So you can't really call him. Again, there's potential if you were in a professional match there for him to perhaps have had a warning on the perhaps second one, but again, by the time the warning would matter, Shaun should have already been out, shouldn't he? You know. Robbie Jenks, hope you're well, mate. Sorry I didn't get back to you Sunday. I've just remembered you messaged me, didn't you? Has he changed his brake there, Neil?
It's a dry one, isn't it?
That's a dry one. He's cut. He didn't look like he cut broke. He looked like he broke from the position you cut brake from, but hit the top ball. Well, I think Yalla's our favourite there, just based on those two reds at the top of the table. Played that nicely controlled. Would have perhaps liked to have hit it a bit harder, to be honest. But still got a shot here. If he's got any interest in knocking these balls in here, he's got to play one of those two that are clustered up with that red and the black spot area. Whether you go middle or bottom, you've got to be playing these two, I think.
Oof.
Wobbled it.
It's sat.
I think that red might go in the opposite middle pocket, you know.
There's still two nasty ones at the bottom, aren't there?
I don't think you're going to get better on that red by the middle pocket. That's it. Yeah, he's. To be honest, he did just say to me in the during the break that he feels like he needs to stitch him up a bit more than he has been doing. Which there's definitely value in it, mate, because it's not Shaun's preferred game.
Again, though, for the break, there's no dishes broke open, have they? Straightforward dishes.
Again, there were a few earlier on, mate, that they both would feel like they should have got, but I think Neil's just changed his break there, and is it a tactical thing? Has he done that on purpose? He said he wanted to drag himself back into it, sort of thing. Whilst I don't like those two reds at the top of the table, I think they do present a nice, easy opportunity for a good telling safety, good telling snooker.
Choices.
Yeah, Jake, I do agree, mate. If Neil does get his nose in front here, he's got a great shout at pulling it back. Oof. Is that okay?
Yeah, so the overhead.
You might be able to see the one to top bag as well there.
Got middle as well.
Yeah, middle and top I think he's got. Or maybe not the top one. Dave's just been telling me about the clock as well. He's struggling with his fat fingers on that little phone. Pressing the wrong button.
Oh.
I said I'd much rather be in here than out there doing the clock, mate. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the clock, me. There's Doggy loves the clock, don't you, mate? Is that snooker on now that I've just described?
Yeah.
Oh, is it a snooker? Can he? Yeah. Oh, he's had to go, hasn't he?
It's not great.
I think this goes off the one to middle. It might play it off the one to middle, but
Right, answered enough pace.
he's tied it up, hasn't he? At least that problem area is out now, so at least he has got a finish on if he does get back to the table, which he'd like to think he will from there. It's quite a clever shot he's played there, covering that yellow.
Reds are the better situated, aren't
Reds
they?
have got the noses in front, haven't they? But I can see a finish on yellows, and it starts with that. I'd definitely like to have had an angle on one of the two balls in the centre of the table to screw back into the two ball cluster on the right, but he's certainly got opportunity to get back on that. He plays this one bottom left, brings a white off the left hand rail and back out again into the right hand side of the table. Looks like that's the angle anyway. After the couple of balls he's just missed where he's cued, and mate, I don't know whether he's probably questioning himself in the back of his mind. Surely the clock's got him now as well. I don't like this, mate. Not a fan of this.
I mean, I'll take the pot on with pace and just hope he misses the red and goes round and knocks the middle one out. Don't have any choice, has he?
Tempted to play the lost turn here.
Right. I was thinking if you pot the shell in the left bag, I think the white comes round, he can split into the board.
Straight into that red, mate. I don't think he can get
he's got Mr. Red.
You can't miss the red from there, I don't think.
Yeah. Best him up then.
That's nice, though. Second prize, I suppose. Yeah, I'd agree with you there, Jake. They both chucked a few in. I'm just glad it's got a little bit closer than it looked like it was potentially going to be in the first half of the match. But
now then, cats amongst the pigeons.
Yeah, I think. I wonder if that goes. You know, that one at the bottom of the three reds.
Yeah, it just clips in, perhaps. I'm not
sure it goes now, but if it does go,
it looks like he's on the top. It does, yeah.
Yeah. No, he's away then. Surprised Shaun's done that, you know. Because if he knew he was leaving that on,
yeah, it was. He went to
playing a risky shot like that you know, I don't know how many times in 10 you get in that, mate, but it didn't look like it was particularly on. Leave a finish like this, like, you know what I mean? It's not great, is it?
Yeah, that's just become a big frame, hasn't it? Because
it's a massive frame. It's like the one I mentioned to Neil, the one where he went, where he was 4-2 down and ended up 5-2. Probably should have won that. Bit awkward here, these are, you know. You're going to find yourself in a situation where you've got to get back across the table for two rail balls. No, he's not gone. Oh, that seems a bit careless, that.
I think he'd got to go, hadn't he? I think. Have a go at him, I think.
I don't know, like I say, because he'd potted the one he's just hit, and then had to pot the one that sort of goes over the bag, and then he's got to try and develop the white or manoeuvre the white across the table twice for the balls that are on the rail. I mean, it's doable, but the yellow's sitting, they are missable. So
cut this.
I understand why he's done it, but he certainly didn't want it going over the cushion as it has.
It's not too bad.
He's got away with that, you know, again.
Yeah. The shot to play there, once he could have cut it in, he was on the. You could have cut it back, it's got to be spot on.
Play safe for you. Right shot. Definitely the right shot.
But the overhead on makes you can't solve that how close it is.
Well, I think he's definitely an off middle, isn't he? If he pots it in the corner bag. I don't think there's any way of might be able to screw straight back into the knuckle, but no, straight enough. I don't know whether kissing that red's good or bad for Neil. Do you know what? The ball on the left-hand rail, I'm doubling that while I've got ball in hand. Oh no, good shot. Nudge that out. I was going to say I couldn't sort of work out how he was getting the yellow out of the way there.
That's a great shot.
With ball in hand, the double could have been an option, knowing that you were leaving the white safe if you didn't get it. But yeah, great shot. Probably better than my route. It's not ideal though.
This is tough.
I'll come back across twice,
to
hasn't
get on the other edge, yeah.
He's under it. He's going to play safe here.
You go for the cut, I think.
No chance, mate. Double it down. Put the white behind the black. Thanks for the frame.
That'd be doubling this yellow. Past the red, off the cushion, over the pocket. All day long. Got to go for a double, there's nothing else you can do. You can get a snicker from there, is he? Double it back past the red, onto the rail first, it knocks the red out of the way.
Cut off the yellow, send the white back up the table behind the black. We'll go that way.
Could have been worse.
Nudge the black, that's helped him out again, that has. Somebody in the chat mentioned Neil isn't going to be happy with all these little flicks and nudges. But I suppose, like I say, sometimes when somebody plays safe on you, it's not your fault you've gone into a ball, is it? Yeah, he's been under it in quite a bit. It's not a nice shot to have to play that, is it, when you're not hitting stuff hard enough. I think you've just got to bag at worst here. Obviously going for the pot, but that's lovely. 7-6.
Now then.
Another one that Shaun will be disappointed with. All of a sudden it's anybody's.
Said it as go. Got the makings of a close one, haven't we, really, at the start?
Well, I was half hoping it'd be an early one, to be honest. But Adam's just message saying make sure to turn the heater off. I think Doggy's taking it home with him, mate.
Yeah, roasting here. Laid an egg.
He's just broke that. Was that Shaun's break? It must have been Neil's break. Shaun gone? Has he gone red there? I wasn't watching.
7 reds on the
No, he's
counter,
gone
gone
yellows.
yellows.
Yeah. Pretty poor shot, really, isn't it? Won't be happy with it. Oh, Shaun.
Overcooked by
Do
a
you know
long
what,
way.
mate?
His head's gone a bit, hasn't it? I think
He's
it's
definitely having a
you know,
wobble. But honestly, I can all of a sudden see this going hill.
Yeah. It definitely seems to have the better temperament at the minute.
Thing is, mate, it's much easier to be the one who's coming back. If he does get level here,
Yeah.
it's much easier for the rest of the game to be the one that's come back into it than it is to be the one that's given.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you've given it away, kind of thing. Like you see, the amount of times, somebody comes back, or even in team pool, somebody comes back and makes it 6 each when they were, 5-2 down
seem to
or
be
something.
cruising, yeah.
They tend to be the one that wins the decider. Shaun's got another go at these now. He needs to take these out, really. These are, it's a bread and butter finish, really. That says you should be getting these.
Give him a bit of confidence back if he does, because his confidence has definitely dropped, hasn't it?
He needs
That's
it.
a good shot. Screwed just
A bit
past the red.
there.
Yeah, he's got back past the red, nice though.
Yeah. I'll have a little angle. Just get a little bit closer to the one down the rail. That's your pretty much frame ball, really. I think. Well, saying that, the black's not ideal. It's not terrible, like, but it's. I don't think that's great for him. He's left-handed, isn't he, Shaun? So that'll be why he's played it like that. I'd have tried to get the other side of the red to get me left hand in on the table. And being left-handed, he gets his right hand on the table, so that's why he's left it that way. Making it even more difficult to call his shots. He's just got to get this right here. He needs to get it in the right spot, because that black could be awkward. Looks all right to me, that does. Might be able to just top this straight through to the red on the right of the black and use that to hold. Looks like he's got that sort of angle.
Oh, the one closest to, if he digs into it, he's going to hold on his nose on the right side, yeah. Straight, good shot.
Nice. He'll be blowing. He'll be blowing, won't he?
God for that. Stop the rot. So 8-6. Neil will be a bit disappointed because he did have a chance.
I think it's keeps grinding frames out how he has since the break. He's still got a bit of time to catch him up, hasn't he? I'll not be too disappointed with it and move on. So Neil's break, yeah, Neil broke first. Yeah, he has. He's changed his break. He's cutting. That's better. I'd say the last one he did, he hit the top ball.
Yeah, instead of the one next to it, yeah.
See, this is the thing with cut breaks. You often get it where one set are all right and the other set are just god awful.
Reds all day long.
The other thing with it is you always keep the white in the centre of the table. So again, if you can do it, it's a clever thing to do. I certainly change to it when my usual break isn't working. That's not ideal. He's down on it quick though. But like I said, the other set are dog awful.
He gets that the middle yellow there to the bottom bar. Onto the red.
What are you on about here?
No, I'm on about
down.
playing onto the red. This one. Straight onto the red.
That's your screen. Which? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Might slide past the red, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. And he's in middle bags, and he's got.
Can't really tell the other one on the rail next to the red. I think the red goes, but the yellow doesn't. Which might be why he's not. Yeah, there you go, title. That's a really smart shot, actually. Really smart choice of shot, that is. Give yourself some time to get your back balls out. Right, I'm going to go to top-down camera for this, guys, because Neil's seen. Just watch this. I've got the replay ready as well. Yeah, it's hit that fine.
Oh, he goes past the red at the bottom. Nice play.
Can't see me out past Shaun's head.
Flies past.
Does so. Do you know what, mate? Oh, I don't know. If it does go, I think you've got to play it a bit firmer, I think. I was going to say, if he stops the white where it is, gets the pot, and then he could play the yellow that's touching the black at the loss of turn and leave the white behind the black.
He's come out with his
missed the pot. Again, I'm not sure that ball would have gone past anyway, but I think that's certainly what he was playing. Certainly what he was up to.
That's where that black goes now, if it goes middle or not. It seems tied to the yellow, doesn't it?
Middle, that will.
It's tied to the yellow.
Goes middle.
Yeah.
I mean, reds are definitely favourite, but
he hasn't now. I don't think he pots.
He can. He got this middle.
Oh, middle, yeah. Make it harder.
Drop it in. Yeah. No, drop it in. You're perfect here, Neil. You're good here. Nice. Yep.
Seeing the finish.
I'd like a tiny bit more angle than he's left himself, but I'm sure he'll be fine with what he's got. I just think that this is one you need to take a lot of care with now, because you need to make sure that you bang on the next ball to middle so that you can get on these two down here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Got that nice. Obviously, you know, if you left too much angle on that, you're going straight into the yellows, which
should be alright. These tricky little shots, aren't they?
These are they're one of the hardest shots in pool. These are to control a ball that's over a pocket. Control the white off a ball over a bag. I think you can just slide up the right hand side of the table and get the other side of the other red. It's pretty natural. No, he's stunned his across. Forgot to put side on. Ooh.
Could do the same again.
I don't know.
Play onto the rail and back across.
One of them. He's bloody close to that.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's going for it. Is he going that way? He's stretching as well. Yeah, at least he's not foul. He saw his head go down then. He's definitely disappointed. I don't think he's left a lot short. I mean, again,
snooker, aren't they? It's straight for body. See, his ball over the bag, isn't it?
And the black goes, which is the. I mean, he's had to do that, really, hasn't he? But I think the black and the yellow are stopping the one cushion escape at least. But for me, I'm more than happy playing this off two cushions, top rail, top left rail. Knock the ball in, pop the black in. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's the question. The answer is just say if he messes it ball in hand and it changes.
So it's not. I don't know. And again, obviously Neil's got a table at home. I know he practices quite a bit like myself, but they're the sort of shots that I, practice quite a bit and pretty confident I'm getting them.
Still got that problem yellow by the black no matter what, hasn't he?
can't really do. You know, when I mentioned the skill shot a bit earlier on. To be honest, so what you could do is play the highest yellow on the table, the top yellow. Play that onto the red, knock him in.
Yeah, and then let him play the black.
He's got to move the black for him, hasn't he?
That's it, yeah.
He certainly ain't going to have a. Certainly ain't really going to have a shot at it. So, apart from the mad swipe, maybe. But yeah, I think that's a shot. Yeah, it looks like he's going that way, doesn't it?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Nearly missed that.
That's good enough.
I don't see him. See, I'd have just stopped the white up there. I would.
He wanted like to let him see the black, so he has to play at it.
Wow.
Yeah. But he isn't gonna.
I just, like I say, if he's going to pop the black,
He's going to try to mess
it's easier from where it is than it was. That's
yellow
foul.
first, yeah.
It's a good frame away, isn't it? That really. Using the bottom right ball as my last ball, I know that much.
So you got to take middle first, a bit of them yellows, get them out of the way. And yeah, so must all go.
Yeah,
Comfortable, yeah.
Like I said, he'll save this one bottom right for last. Yeah, I think this frame is going to be pivotal to the result, you know.
Well, if he gets this a 3-frame gap,
I can't see a way back for Neil. That's careless.
It's like he's going to go around, isn't he?
That is careless. I mean, he's good shot. He's good, nice recovery, but I'd have been seething with myself.
Missed it?
Wow.
Oh dear.
I said pivotal. I said it'll be pivotal, this one.
He's hanging in there, isn't he?
Massive
8-7.
frame.
Could be right, could be going all the way. Hell, I think.
And do you know what? Like I said, that careless shot, because he didn't get perfect position for his last ball. That's what's done it. That's what's done him there.
You would have still expected him knock that in there, wouldn't you?
Well, I think the balls were that easy to knock in. He's just rushed around the table. He obviously he's just eager to get over the line, isn't he? You know, that's, when you've been that far in front, I think that's how you feel. But he's rushed a bit.
Oh, enough.
He's rushed his break.
Yeah, no, I think he's not happy.
He's his own worst enemy, Shaun is. Honestly, I can see him. I can see him imploding like a Titan sub here.
What you taking here then, Reds, you reckon? Just about.
You've got that red down the rail, haven't you? Which
I'm just thinking where, yeah.
Personally, I'm thinking reds.
Yeah, I think
play this one, not the one where the yellow's over the middle pocket. Then not the yellow down the rail a little bit. And the only reason I'd do that is so that the black goes into that middle as well. No, forward planning a little bit, but I'm not saying it's got to go in that pocket, but it'd be nice to have that available. But he's not left great position here. I think you probably can just cut it in with a little bit of left hand side, just stop the white off the rail.
Well, there's a shot. It was on the bad red, wasn't it? But
it's not a bad shot at all, really. I'd be tempted to play this yellow off the rail, off his red though, there up the right hand side of the table. There, that's a nice shot. That is. Put one of his balls dead. Well, it's not dead, obviously, but his finish has just got a little bit harder than it was, just in case Shaun misses. Yeah, I think there's value in yellows, Russ. Like I say, I think, if you're going for the finish and you're confident of that one down the rail, then reds, I think, with the balls, but I think yellows were probably the balls if you weren't going for the finish kind of thing.
It's like it passes that red or goes close to it. Well, that's what they are tough now.
That's poor again. I reckon he's played for leave the loss of turn there. Yeah, Jake, I think that's the one I was looking at, to be honest. I'd played it off the rail first, so off the rail and off the red. That's no good, you know.
No, it's have to snip it.
I mean, he might have got away with that. I mean, do you know what? How Shaun's playing at the minute. If I'm Neil, I'm half tempted to just dolly this red over the pocket and let him go, or just sort of play off it and put the white on the bottom rail and let him go. I just can't see Shaun taking the finish out. How the game's going at the moment, anyway.
Yeah, it's not that way, is it?
I just don't think it's on. I mean,
he's doubling the top bottom. I think he's just going to go for it. He's going to hold on the black if he does.
8-7 down, and I don't know. I think he's just got cut it up the rail, hasn't he? I think Bag at worst here, at least he's still in with a sniff, but no.
Oh dear.
He's got the bag. But if he's got full hand, it doesn't matter, does it? Well, if you're Shaun, you have got to get these, otherwise you're going to lose this match.
Yeah, I mean, everything is completely in the open, isn't it?
Candy to a baby. I know Neil's come dressed as a baby with his hair like, but candy to a baby if he does. Can't mess these up, can he? Can't mess these up.
Great as well. He's had a game, mate. He's not striking the ball confidently. He's not stunning it or anything. He's just rolling.
He's trying to roll stuff, but just careless.
Neil's definitely gonna have a whack at this.
Well, I think for me, mate, you just hit it. If you can just hit the ball, you're leaving nothing. If you keep the white in that sort of, I'd say quadrant, but it's obviously.
Where the red is now. If
it's
just
close to the top corner, but anywhere near the red here.
No, surely. You can't mess
this time. This time, surely.
You're still thinking about it.
It's not that easy though, mate. You do sometimes. Oh, that's awful. Tell you what, mate. I've just seen that view of Shaun's arm then, right?
Yeah.
And you noticed his elbow was to the right. It was like on a slope, sloping up to the right. Right.
Still pot. Yeah, it's alright with that.
And some of the balls that he's missed tonight, his back arm anywhere where it normally is. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, that's become a massive frame again.
Frame again. Really needed that. Like I say, I think he needs to get on the hill pretty soon, because I can see it taking him a frame or two to get over the line.
Yeah, he's not playing confidently, is he? So he's not striking the ball right. He's rolling things and not cueing them in.
His arms, his elbows thrown out a little. Shaun's, really nice. Got a really nice cue actually. His back arms normally.
They're only very attacking, isn't he?
And it wasn't there.
I think this one, if he can get 10-7, I fancy him.
Yeah,
I think if
it's
it
a
goes,
really big frame for Shaun. This is, I think.
If it goes 9-8, it's still nip and tuck. Anybody's.
Therein lies the issue with the cut break. Therein lies the issue with the cut break. Now these are bread and butter. You've got nothing on the rail. Everything connects.
You've got the yellows.
Yellows, 100%. You play this one to the bottom right corner, then the one to the middle, then the one to the bottom left corner, and you've got to engineer now how you want to move up the table from there. The key shot is going to be the transition shot from the bottom of the table to the top of the table. And he's played that nice. He's left both options.
He's going to
So
take middle, isn't he?
he'll take bottom here. Bottom
Yeah,
first.
bottom, no middle.
And
So
then you've got
yeah.
an easy shot from middle to get to the one that's close to the middle pocket. Yeah, you don't need a tom-tom go for this finish, mate. I think, like I say, his only concern is how you getting on those two that don't go to the top left corner, but they're just not a concern. Do they go? I'm assuming they don't go to the top corner. I think there's one of them maybe
One does.
No, I don't think so.
The bottom of the two yellows does, I think.
He's got it. I think he's perfect. I think he's perfect there. I thought he'd just gone past that to the top right now, but I think he's just got to drop this in.
He's got both balls, whichever he fancies.
Either option. Yeah. I just don't like leaving that one on the right as my last ball, just because it's not particularly nice for getting onto the black. You've got to play a shot to get onto the black nicely.
This for a dish, by the way.
Yeah, it's break dish.
This will be first dish of the night.
Well, no, it's reverse dish.
Reverse dish, yeah, it'll be first dish of the night, though. Yeah.
See, I'd like to have gone through a bit more on that and had a bit of an easier shot on the one on the right. I much prefer to get on the black from the one in the centre of the table than the one on the right. I mean, he's picked.
He's going to go back for medal, isn't he? I think he's going to go an angle off this now. Just roll it up and be on the black to medal, yeah.
That's spot on. That is exactly where you want it to be. Push him through.
Yeah,
perfect. Him nicely. He'll be breathing a great big sigh of relief.
Oh, he's on the hill now, isn't he? On the hill.
Yeah, and he's got, like you say, he's got 3 goes at it, so.
It's his break as well.
Yeah. Jace Price.
Is he in bed yet? Got a busy day tomorrow.
Jace Price will do well in this cat. Does he even know he's in it? He's got a tough game first, Price has, mate, I'll tell you that.
He's got
Knowlesy. Nice and controlled, but nothing doing in terms of pots.
Again, they've tied up the
thing is, though, mate, Neil can play, pretty chilly here, like. I think he's got to put too much pressure on himself now. He's in the situation he's in. Just do your best. You say that red's difficult, mate. I think he can easily get it out. It's just what he's leaving, because he's going after the ball that's closest to, say, the pink spot. Will be the ball that he can break it out with, I would say. But he's not really leaving anything if he uses that ball to break it out with. Whereas if he uses the one a little bit higher up, closer to the middle pocket. Looked like he'd vaginaed that, didn't he? He's probably going to leave himself something, but I
I've got an angle here, has he, to get it now?
I don't think he is. He's working his way into trouble here, mate. I don't think he's got much of a shot now. He's got to play the one closest to middle. And I think he's going to have to go the first way that I said. If he can just dink this back a little bit and then leave an angle for the one to the bottom left corner so he can go into it. But again, he's not. Don't think he's leaving himself anything. So you're trusting to luck. That's a really
Got a chance.
Played that well.
I say it's again trusting to look very cool.
You are trusting to look here, mate. You've got to go into the yellow, I think. The top yellow, just like that. How's your look?
Not good.
Very nice. And he'll feel like he's been having stuff like this all night, Neil will. But to be honest, they both have.
Yeah, neither players played as to the capabilities what they are capable of, have they? I think it's. A lot of French could have gone either way. They've got either been mistakes. That's a good shot.
It is.
Well, in circumstances, yeah.
I mean, do you know what I'm doing here? I'm taking the ball to the right of the pink spot into the top corner pocket, sticking the white in between the two yellows so that I'm not leaving anything on if I do miss. And then I've just got the simple loss of turn if I get it, if I pop the ball. I think it's.
I would take you middle first because you're Skelly.
No, but you're not.
Possible,
the Skelly's not on, mate. You see where the ball is?
Yeah.
Like, well, you can make it, but it's a toughie.
It's tough now.
It's out of the way of the pocket, isn't it?
They play off the yellow and not the red in, maybe.
Yeah,
lost the turn, yeah. Do it that way, and snooker him on his last red.
You want to make sure that you bloody get the red in though, mate. If you don't pop the red, you've lost a frame, haven't you?
Yeah, so it's a straight double.
See that? Yeah,
but then
it's
again,
a one cushion escape.
Yeah, you say we don't get it, don't you? I think if Neil does get his on the black automatic, he just taps it, doesn't he? Just make sure he.
Looks like he's missing that. Looked like he was missing it high. I was just going to say as well.
Now these.
I'm not going to say it's
normal circumstances. You'd expect these to go, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's the. You'd generally be quite comfortable putting a good chunk of money on Shaun knocking these in.
What does my head in these sometimes? You see in the low divisions, the players they put the white about 2 foot away from the ball and put it 6 inches. You know, you can't miss then. And they still take a pot from a distance.
Depends on why you try and put the white.
Yeah, but I think as close as you can.
Yeah, he's played that all right. I mean, the plant's going to be the key shot here, isn't it? Which ball he chooses to use as a plant. I think he's got to plant one of them. Obviously, you just try and leave it as straight as you possibly can. So that it's kind of unmissable.
These are all going, I think.
I'd
be amazed if he misses these.
I'd be surprised, mate. Again, he's dropped this in the plant now. Middle back next. This is one where Shaun's been struggling tonight when he's had to make a decision. And it's like he's got to make a decision here. Do we go that way or that way? I think he's played the right shot there, though.
Yeah, he's going to come around for a shot at the block. But then again, he's got to be nice to get close to it.
He has missed a number of blacks tonight. If they've been remotely difficult, he's played that really well. I was going to say, if he was a bit further away or whatever, there's a chance of him missing. But yeah, great shot. Excellent. Well done, Shaun. Commiserations, Mr. Jones.
And Tant Blake say 11-7, was it? At the start.
Somebody said 11-7 to Shaun, didn't they? Let's have a little whiz back. Who's got it right? Oh, we had 11-6. Ryan Bowler, 11-7. Always been a gambler, anti-bowler. Right, folks, thanks very much for having us. Always a pleasure. Have a good one, and I think you've got Mr. Woodhouse for the next game tomorrow.
With his dulcet tones.
The Whispering Woodhouse back in the box. See you later.
Okay, folks, see you.